Hi, friends. Welcome to Live with Heather Vickery. My name is Heather Vickery, and I am here to help conscious leaders just like you learn to know, like, and trust yourself enough to go out and make the empowered difference in the world that you are here to make. And to do that with a foundation of joy, hope, and joy. I'm not giving up. Yes, it's my Kamala sweatshirt. You can't take my hope and joy from me. When joy is your set point and your default instead of your end goal, everything changes. Staying present and hopeful and joyful in this moment has a vast energetic connection with everyone else in the world. It changes everything, but you have to pick it. You have to pick it. You have to choose it. You have to want it for yourself. And I love to help people grow from the inside out and make an impact on whether it's just their family, their community, or the world at large, because you are meant for bigger things. You are a beacon of hope and joy, but you have to pick it. You have to be the light. You have to trust yourself. This is all about taking radical responsibility. And what do I mean when I say that? Well, there's only one thing in the world you can actually control, and that's you, your own thoughts, choices, actions, and behaviors. When you choose to stay present in this moment, to choose joy in this moment, despite the chaos around you, despite the mess around you. And it isn't to pretend that those things don't exist, because obviously they do exist and they have an impact. But it is simply to say, yes, and I can still be joyful. I can still be hopeful. I can still be grateful. We are all connected on a global, energetic, and universal plane. We are all part of the same energy. You can control and change only yourself. But when you control and change your own thoughts, choices, actions, and behaviors, it changes everyone around you. It shifts the energy around you. It raises that vibration. And folks, I am telling you, I am here to let my woo spiritual freak flag fly. I can't talk today. Um, I made a Paris breakfast latte this morning. It was delicious, but I could use a little more coffee. I am actively manifesting living in Paris part of the year. Paris breakfast. You can see Paris behind me. A couple pictures of Paris. There's a little Paris statue in the bathroom. I get to see that. You find ways. And I did a mind movie. Have you all ever heard of a mind movie? So it's like a vision board, but it's a movie with subliminal. So I am a certified NLP practitioner, and I do hypnotherapy, EFT tapping, and subliminals, and all sorts of other really cool things, time techniques, really, really cool stuff. I love subliminal audios. It's nice, relaxing music. I do bilateral music so that you can hear it in different ears, right? Different parts of your brain are stimulated. It's very calming and soothing and sometimes energizing depending on the music that you pick. And then underneath it is the subliminal, the affirmation. So for my mind movie, I had written affirmations on my videos, and then also I said them subliminally, and I put that to music. I am also in the process of recording subliminal audios for human design. If you are a human design person, you're going to love these. So we're going to do them for all the different 5 types. We're going to do them for authority. We're going to do them for best environment. So excited. We're going to start there. So the different types, manifestor, generator, manifesting generator, projector, reflector, as well as all of the different authorities. So we've got a mental authority, we've got G center authority, so self authority, splenic, sacral, and emotional solar plexus. All of those are coming. And then all of the different environments. And there are a lot of different environments. I'm kitchen sweat. Do you know your human design environment? Tell me what it is. Those are coming in the next couple of weeks because people are asking me for them. Now, I'm a projector in human design, and that means I need to be invited in before I can tell you what I have to offer. Hey, Carrie, how are you? It means that you need to want what I have to say before I can tell you anything of value. Now, social media is fascinating with that, because if you're showing up in my space, if you're watching on TikTok or YouTube or LinkedIn, then you've invited me in. You've said, yes, I want to hear what you have to say. So it's kind of a really fun, cool process. Um, these are all tools that we can use to start playing the main character in our life. So every Thursday, I come on here and I do this live show. About a year ago, I changed it from being called Brave on Purpose to Live with Heather Vickery, because I am learning to step into my own power, to claim my name, to claim my authority, to claim my status as a human, as a part of the cosmic universe who has an impact and makes a difference. And it does take bravery. It does take purposeful, intentional bravery to show up here and do this all the time. I'm also leaving all of the meta platforms, which I think is taking a shit ton of intentional bravery and purpose, because I am a small business owner. I connect with people on social media. I run a monthly live in-person networking breakfast that has been thriving and growing through meta platforms, but it does not feel energetically aligned to me. It feels like staying on meta is being complicit to lies, to manipulation, to propaganda, and to intentional harm towards the queer community. And I happen to be a member of the queer community, right? Whatever you do, you are making a big choice that has residual energetic impact on the people around you, the world around you. We all can change the game when we take radical responsibility for ourselves, when we choose to be intentional and thoughtful about our own thoughts, choices, actions, behaviors. Staying present in this moment, knowing that this moment is the moment that makes the most difference. Being aware will change everything. I do a corporate training leadership program called the Empowerment Program, helping people learn to lead from wherever they sit professionally, but also this is a 360 approach. It changes life across the board. And the number one thing we come back to over and over and over again in the Empowerment Program is awareness. Asking yourself thoughtful questions, taking time to be intentional about reassessment, reframing, reflection. Who do you want to be in this moment? What could you have done differently? It can't matter what other people are doing. It only matters what you are doing, what you are choosing in this moment. I'm always choosing hope and joy. Always, despite chaos, despite stress, despite discomfort. I'm choosing hope and joy and gratitude, because I know that what I seek seeks me. What I put out into the universe expands and becomes more. That's why I created the Spark Collective, which is for conscious leaders just like you, $18 a month to show up for yourself in the cracks of life, 10 or 15 minutes a day, a couple times a week, so that you can be thoughtful with yourself, be intentional, take that time to know yourself and nurture yourself and grow yourself from the inside out. And today's topic is about being the main character in your life, no longer living in the margins of your life. And how many of us do that all the time, right? How often do you find yourself simply moving through the day as if it's rote behavior, as if um, you're not even in control? You know how when you drive somewhere all the time, like I take my kids to school in the morning, and if I'm going that route, but I'm not going to school, I might actually show up at school, even though that wasn't where I was going, because it's what I always do. Or when you get up and you brush your teeth, or the actions you take in the shower, the order in which you wash your body. We just do those things on autopilot. We're not being thoughtful. We're not being intentional. This is what we do in our lives in general. We get up, we follow the path, and we just often let whatever happens, happens. We let other people be in charge. We let other people tell us what we should do, how we should feel, how we should think, how we should behave, instead of asking ourselves, who do I want to be in this moment? What do I want to be in this moment? How do I want to feel in this moment? What am I choosing in this moment? You can do some really beautiful intentional work in the mornings before you even get out of bed. Who do I want to be today? What am I choosing today? One of the things I've been doing, it's really simple, is I just put my hand on my heart and I take a deep breath. And I say, I am wealth. I am abundance. I am joy. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you is the most prolific and profound prayer you can give to the universe. Thankful for all of it, even the shitty stuff, because we're learning and we're growing, and everything is a process. Surrendering to the process, but being intentional and present in the moment is such a gift. And if you want to be in control of your life, you have to take radical responsibility for knowing yourself, trusting yourself, putting yourself out there, showing up, engaging. One of the things I'm actually excited about as I'm leaving all of the Meta platforms, which again, it does feel scary, is that it is requiring me to look at new ways to show up and engage, new ways to be present in the world. And I know that this is intentionally for me about being face to face in person with people. And I'm working really hard to grow those in person connections again. After COVID, it's been really hard for me because I'm an introvert. I like being home. I like being alone with my book in the bathtub. I also love to travel. Like, really, what I'd like to do ideally is just be reading a book while traveling all the time with my loved ones, on my own, with my clients. It's one of the reasons that I host retreats, Journey to Self Care retreats. We have one coming up in January of 2026 in Costa Rica. If you are looking to create some intentional time for yourself, to prioritize some time for you to reconnect with yourself, to reconnect with your intuition. It's not about, somebody said yesterday, I don't have to give my deep, dark secrets. I don't have to tell people, let them into my soul. No, this is your internal work, but it's in community and space with other people. So one of the reasons I do retreats is because I love to travel so much and I love to build community. I am a really good community builder. That's why my monthly networking breakfast is powerful and beautiful. It's why the retreats that I host are amazing. It's why the Spark Collective is amazing because I'm gifted at creating community. And if you are interested in that community, if you like the energy that I bring, you're going to love being in any of those spaces with me. That is giving yourself main character energy. It's taking control to be in spaces, to show up in spaces, to be intentional in spaces that give you what you're looking for in life. But you cannot have what you're looking for in life if you don't take the time to know what it is that you want, who you want to be, how you want to be, what you choose to focus on. Always grows. Because of my expertise as a human design guide and an NLP practitioner, I know for sure that if you want to stop living in the margins of your life and start being the main character in your life, you can use these tools to really get to know yourself. Human design is a modern scientific self-discovery system based on several different ancient philosophies and sciences: the Chinese I Ching, Kabbalah, Buddhism, quantum physics, astrology, and the chakra system. Now, listen, I don't actually know how it works, and the origins of human design are a little, crazy in all the right ways. But I can look at a stranger's human design chart and tell them all sorts of things about them that I really have no business knowing. And it's so cool. People are like, how do you know that about me? I'm like, well, it's on your chart, right? You're designed to be a certain way. And then what happens is human nature, society, people around you put shit on you that's not yours. They tell you, you can't do it like this. You have to do it like that. Or you have to always follow through. Well, if you're a manifesting generator, you don't always have to follow through, right? There are so many things to do. So we use human design to get to know yourself well, and then put intentional action into practice to trust yourself, to live into that alignment. And when I use subconscious reprogramming and NLP to unwire all the shit that was put on you that's not yours and rewire you subconsciously, neurologically, with what is yours and what you are choosing and what you do want. You can pick those things. You have to be intentional. You're the only one with the magic wand. It's not me. I don't have the magic wand. I have the tools and the resources. I have the passion and the compassion. And I want to guide you. I want to support you. I want to cheer you on. I want to be your biggest fan, but you have the magic wand. You're the one that has to say yes. You have to show up. You have to take the action. You have to be intentional. You have to want it. You're the one that has to do that. And when you're ready, I'm here, right? We could do a custom human design reading. That's a really great place to start. We can do the Mindshift Mastery Program, which is a 6-session package that combines human design with subconscious reprogramming. You can join the Spark Collective, $18 a month, with bite-sized, beautiful, wonderful ways to show up for yourself. I do an intuitive journal prompt every single Monday that is specifically designed to help you spark more joy in your life, spark your intuition, spark your self-awareness, and spark your confidence. That's what that's for. There's accountability, there's community, there's support, and then we have a content library filled with amazing resources that you can do in 10 or 15 minutes or less. Guided affirmations, guided EFT tapping, guided visualization and meditation, subliminals, hypnosis, quick win mini courses, and members of the Spark Collective get to attend my 2 annual workshops for free. We just finished one last week. It was called Reset 2025. We do that every year, the Reset workshop, which helps you lead into wintering. Let go and release and cord cut all the shit you don't want to take into the new year and be restful. And then in the spring, we do Bloom, which is all about growing into this next phase of you, blooming with nature. That comes free when you're a member of the Spark Collective. You have to pick it. Here's some other quick things you can do. If you want to step into the main character of your life, be the main character of your life, and get out of the margins, or you're living on the outside, it's time to be in, time to be active, time to be intentional. So yes, get curious about your human design, but also examine that inner dialogue. Really examine it. Really pay attention to the stories that you tell yourself, the things that you believe are true, and ask yourself, is it true? And if it is it the only thing that's true? Could anything else possibly be true? It's a great question, isn't it? Could anything else possibly be true? And if multiple things can be true at once, and they almost always can be, what does that mean? What does it change? What possibilities does that open up for you? What change do you believe is possible? What's the worst thing that could happen? If you tried the thing, if you did the thing, if you said the thing, if you showed up, what's the worst thing that could happen? And what's the best thing that can happen? Is it worth the risk? You are the only one that can decide. And the last thing that I'll share with you is how powerful, how important it is to commit to being here in this moment, right now. All fear lives in the future. One of my mentors used to say, unless you're being chased by a bear at this very moment, all fear lives in the future. Now, look, there are some really scary things that happen in the world. And sometimes the bear is chasing us in the moment. But most of the time, it doesn't exist yet. But we're spending all of our time and all of our energy immersing ourselves in the disgustingness, the heaviness, the negativity of the fear instead of focusing on who we want to be in this moment and what we want to create. Remember at the open of this live show, I said, we are creating our future in this moment. That's not me making shit up. That's science. Quantum physics proves it. What energy you have now, what thoughts you have now, what actions you take now create the experience you will have in the future. Think of it like the speed of light and the speed of sound. We already know that they originate way over there, right? And we experience in them here. That's what you can do in your life. That is the power that you have in your life, but you have to choose it. You have to want it. Surround yourself by people who believe in you, who see possibility and hope in you and with you and around you. Be intentional and thoughtful about all of the choices in your life. Do not live on the margins, in the margins of your life. Be the main character. Be the person who shows up for yourself. Be the first person to give yourself compassion, to give yourself love, to give yourself grace. You can't give other people something that you're not willing to give yourself. And if other people see you as somebody who you think doesn't deserve those things, how quickly are they going to give it to you? It's time to be your number one fan. It's time to trust yourself and love yourself. Get to know yourself as you actually are and not how other people have told you you are or have to be. And be gentle in the process. Be curious. Learn about yourself. Learn from yourself. I'm so grateful that you chose to spend a little time with me here today, because this is an opportunity for you to start right now in small bite-sized ways, shifting in big ways. Small ways are what create big changes. You have that choice. You have that chance right now. If you're curious about any of the things I talked about, reach out and let me know. If you're local to Chicago, you want to come to the Empower Breakfast, reach out. We can talk about it. If you only have a few minutes a day, a couple times a week, your budget is tight. Let's talk about the Spark Collective. If you are looking for a big ass adventure and quality time and you want a getaway and something to look forward to, let's talk about the Costa Rica retreat. If you want to know yourself better and trust yourself more and grow your self awareness and self confidence, let's do a human design reading. If you know all of these things and yet subconsciously you just continue to sabotage yourself and stuff yourself down and make yourself small, let's do the Mind Shift Mastery Program and reprogram you on a subconscious level. Subconscious reprogramming will change everything. Whatever you need, we can do it. We can do it together, but you have the magic wand. You have to pick it. You have to say yes. I believe in you. And when you are part of my little brave, joyful community, I am your biggest fan. I am your biggest cheerleader. I will do anything I can to help you thrive and succeed. It's just who I am. It's just what I want to do in the world. So between now and the next time we connect, I want to remind you to go out and choose yourself bravely because you are the only one who can do that. My name is Heather Vickery. Thank you for being here. We'll talk to y'all soon. Bye now.